What's going on? Boy, oh boy.
Boy, oh boy. Give a man a microphone.
Welcome back, folks. And Brainiacs, we are your hosts.
Wait. Don't get into the host part yet.
No? What should I do?
First off,
what did I do wrong?
That was my line.
Okay.
Welcome, Brainiacs. We are your hosts. I am Katie Merritt.
Wait, what's my line?
It's right here. See where the D is?
Oh, I am Dan Merritt.
You're not even looking at the script. We are broadcasting live from the heart of East Downtown Dearborn. Welcome to Last Call Live.
Woo! We made it. We're live.
Oh my gosh. Every week we have one last chance to modify our final order numbers on comics and graphic novels that are ready to go to print. We are here in this live video that starting out a little casual here.
It's pretty casual.
To share this information with you and give you one final chance to place your requests for these books before our final order deadline.
Dun, dun, dun.
And those deadlines are...
This Sunday, April 25th? Yes, April 25th at 5 p.m. All the orders for DC Comics and now Scout Comics are due. And then everything else is due to us by Monday, the 26th at 5 p.m. And that's because all this stuff is going to print. We want to make sure that you get your final chance, your last chance, your up to the last minute ability to secure your copies of these fine books that we're about to show you. We've got so many of them.
So we have a list with all those things that Dan said. And we're not gonna go into detail with every item on the list. If you want to see every single item that's on the last call list, you can follow along on our blog. Did you place the blog link in the thing? I saw you getting there.
I did, but I don't think it showed up here in the comments, so I'll post it here now.
Okay. So you can look at the entire list on this blog post and pre-order any of these books. We will feature some of the books that we feel deserve a special feature. It's a little redundant, but and we've broken the list up into a few categories. One are number ones. Obviously, this is all titles that are starting with number one, or these are all number one issues, new series, new relaunches, that sort of thing. And then we're going to talk about number twos, since most often number ones either have just dropped or haven't even dropped yet. So if you know you're interested in a series, even though you haven't seen it yet, number two is sometimes the hardest issue for us to order. So we really are doing this to get an idea, to get a concept of our audience's interest in any of these books, because it's so hard to gauge for us. There's also new printings, which are obviously books that are going back to print. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 18th sometimes.
Glow in the dark.
All these. That's not considered a new printing, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That
it was just
a
a
first
variant
print.
cover, of a first print. But yeah, these types of things where the earlier printings have sold out, or people just want the different cover completists. And also we have a graphic novel section and a jump on now. Ooh,
I renamed it this week.
Renamed it.
You know,
nice.
the nature of this show is just transition. We're just constantly transitioning to the next evolution. We are always moving, shaking stuff off, moving things away, and renaming them.
Okay.
Hey, just for context, folks, I got my second shot a couple days ago, and it put me out for yesterday, and now today I'm just I am a living non sequitur today.
Hooray!
But
All
I'm
right.
alive.
We got a couple.
And I'm COVID free.
Yay! So far, you got 2 weeks before you're like officially
right.
protected,
So what am I,
though,
like 93% right now?
I don't know. No, I mean, you don't hit that 90% mark until for 2 weeks.
Uh-oh.
You're still like in the cautious zone.
All right, don't touch me.
Don't touch right. We got a few watchers already.
All right, welcome.
Zach, Sarah, Andrea stopped by. He did. He stopped by today
did.
and pick up his comics. Hey, Zach, thanks for joining us on our live stream as well. And let's see, nobody else has piped in. Feel free to drop a comment and we'll give you a shout out live. Excuse me.
And we appreciate the engagement and the community. But we're also going to be reposting this over to YouTube, who has very also light restrictions on alcohol use in live videos.
Are you? Who has restrictions?
No, nobody does.
Oh.
Oh, hi.
That I know of.
Living non sequitur.
Oh boy.
This video will be reposted to YouTube, and it will live on, at least through its usefulness, Monday afternoon. So
I mean, you can watch it later.
Sure. I mean, we are fun to watch.
I guess. What? What's happening here?
Look at my nose. It's big like a pickle.
Oh, R.I.P.
Okay, so let's look at a couple things here. First, I want to show you our blog. Here we are. There it is. It's our blog. This is the last call for confirmed orders checklist. I'll be using this as my tip sheet as we tour you through this week's last call live. I also want to point you to our friends at Comic Hub. We use Comic Hub not only to power our inventory, our website, and our cash purchases, but we also use it to give you tools that you can use to place these orders. All of the books that we're going to show you today are linked directly to Comic Hub items, and you can place those orders through there as long as you have access through your account set up here at Green Brain Comics. This is customer.comichub.com. Oh, next off, I want to show you a couple of new things. Well, one new thing to speak of. A new carousel on the front of Comic Hub. This new carousel is publisher recommended items. This first one is an item that we'll spotlight later, but you'll have extra tools here for this first issue of Fantastic Four Life Story. You get to review some preview pages. It's a nice little in-program mechanism to show you what the book actually looks like on the inside. Got a couple different pages to see, and you got a little magnifier on the right. So hooray, thanks to Stu and all the team over at Comic Hub for continually innovating and keeping this space full of energy. On the second carousel this week, you'll see last call for confirmed orders. That's a thing that we'll be looking at today. And beyond that, we have the carousel for next Wednesday's items. This is everything that we are getting next Wednesday. And that would be the 28th. All of these items will be physically on sale then, but you can place your orders through this Comic Hub mechanism on the next Wednesday items carousel. So now that all that explaining is done, let's jump right into the blog.
Bleep blorp blog.
Okay, our first section here is last call for number ones.
Oh, you fancied up the card.
I did.
The new graphic.
I'm trying to keep it light and refreshing.
Ooh. Fresh and lightning.
Fresh and freshening. Okay, first thing we're going to show you today is a black screen. Do I really have... I'm going to have to sign back in.
Whoops. All right, well, the first book that is up on our spotlight is called Far Cry, Rite of Passage, number 1 of 3. It's a 3-part miniseries from Dark Horse in conjunction with Ubisoft. Ubisoft. Is that a game company?
I think so, yeah.
What
That makes sense.
Is it
Sounds
the
like
heater?
there's a jet going on. It might be the heater, yeah.
I can't tell with my headphones on. It sounds really weird.
Yep.
All right. Anyways, so yeah, this is a 3-part mini series coming out from Dark Horse. It's a science fiction book. As soon as Dan gets some graphics going on.
Here it is.
Oh, look, there it is. You can see it. So is Ubisoft a game company?
I think so, yeah. Seems right.
It's going out of focus because you're getting up. Are you going to turn the furnace off?
I am.
Oh, the furnace is on. It's April. It's Mapril. Come on. Okay, so Far Cry Rite of Passage. I will read you the description of what this book is about. President Anton Castillo's only son, Diego, has just turned 13. But this birthday is more than a celebration. It's a rite of passage. By telling his son about Vas, Montenegro's inner struggles, Anton wishes to teach Diego the importance of harnessing the power of chaos. Ooh. Features fan favorite villains from Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 4 and Far Cry 5. Oh, so I'm guessing that those are the games.
Yeah.
Right. I am not a gamer, so
Nope.
as you can tell, don't know what I'm talking about. But if you are, and you know what this Far Cry game is, yeah, this comic has all those villains in it from all those games.
Which is exactly why we wanted to show it to you, because we don't know anything about this stuff.
Right.
So you let us know if you want it.
Zach says Far Cry is a video game. Well,
Thank you, Zach.
thanks, Zach.
Stuff like this makes me feel old.
I know, right? Yeah, someone's heard of it. I'm sure more than Zach has heard of it. We appreciate you helping us out. Steer us old people to what's going on here.
Next up on Last Call for First Issues is Rangers of the Divide, another first issue from our pals over at Dark Horse Comics. This is written by Megan Huang, with art by Megan Huang. Huang? Hung?
Hung?
Sure.
Oh, is it the same as like Andrew Huang?
Yeah. Yeah.
Know about that.
Following the disappearances of the nation's peacekeepers, an elite commander stumbles upon a team of bright-eyed cadets in need of leadership. The group prepares to venture out to its first mission into uncharted territories. Are they ready to face what awaits them, or will danger find them first? Debut comic series written and illustrated by comic artist Megan Huang. Huang? Yeah. Dragons, mythical beasts, and sci-fi technology in Rangers of the Divide, #1 of 4 from Dark Horse Comics.
Dark Horse is putting out a bunch of #1s this week on this list. Ooh, and then it's another sci-fi. So boosting up that sci-fi department.
Oh yeah, we need some more sci-fi.
I don't know, that shelf's getting pretty full.
We'll figure it out.
I mean, people do love the sci-fi.
I have a feeling I'm going to be taking a shelf out of the DC system pretty soon.
Oof.
Oh, speaking of DC, they got another new #1, a new Batman #1 this week.
They got another Legends of the Dark Knight #1. Is this the third Legends of the Dark Knight series?
Maybe.
Maybe, at least.
At least.
The iconic series Legends of the Dark Knight is back. Comics, icons, and rising stars alike will tell digital-first stories across the Batman mythos. Beginning with comics legend and co-creator of The Boys, Derek Robertson. Yes. Writing and drawing an epic 3-issue supervillain crime drama. A new player has arrived on the scene in Gotham City and is selling deadly chemicals to the worst villains in town. Mr. Freeze, the Penguin, and even the Joker. It's up to Batman to stop the villains, track down the supplier, and save Gotham City once more. In an upcoming issues, look for stories and art by Stephanie Phillips, Brandon Thomas, Becky Cloonan, Matt Rosenberg, and Brandon Easton. And
All those
more.
folks. And
many more.
So many more. I'm excited because of Legends of the Dark Knight is such an iconic title for me.
I thought you were going to say you were excited because of Derek Robertson.
I am also excited because of Derek Robertson, because he's a fantastic artist with lots of fun. I mean, that Joker, I don't know, that's not the mass murderer Joker from Scott Snyder's run. That's not the mentally unstable, way too realistic movie Joker. This is fun, just weirdo, criminally demented Joker. This is the Joker by Derek Robertson. I'm excited.
All right. I
All
mean,
right.
Derek Robinson can. I mean, he could be pretty mentally unstable. Also, like. No, I don't mean Derek Robertson. I mean the Joker could be completely mentally unstable because he's being written by Derek Robertson.
Oh, sure. Perfect.
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 Get your orders in.
Get those orders in. That's how we should end each one of those. Each one of these. Okay.
Order now.
We've got another new number one from DC Comics coming out on May 19th. This is Wonder Girl. The story of Yara Flor starts here. Except for it started a couple issues ago in that Future State series, but that didn't happen yet. So I guess it starts here. Raised in the far-off land of Boise, Idaho, Yara Flor has always felt something was missing from her life, and now she is headed to Brazil to find it. This Wonder Girl series is written and features art by Joelle Jones, who, as we all know, is amazing and has great successes, not only with her own material over at Dark Horse and other publishers, books like Lady Killer, other fantastic series. Her series over at DC with Catwoman. Now she's got her own thing with Wonder Girl. That's pretty awesome. Got a couple different covers here. We got the Joelle Jones cover. We got this one, Belkis Evely, the cardstock variant, and I guess this is a blank cardstock variant. It's got that nice blue texture, though.
Weird.
So if you want to get some nice con sketches.
Oh, I see.
If cons ever start up again. So there's that.
You know.
So with the tone of that particular feedback from me, you might want to make sure, if you want that blue cover, you might want to get your orders in. Because I don't know that I'm ordering too many for the shelves. They're awesome. They're very nice looking.
Yep. Brum, brum. There's a brum brum outside.
Oh, life on Michigan Avenue.
Brum brum. I call anyone that like revs their engine, their nicknames are now brum brums.
Brum brum.
Brum
Brum bros. All right. Next up is a book that we saw a little preview for earlier in the evening. This is a new miniseries called Fantastic Four Life Story. This is in the tradition of Spider-Man Life Story and in the celebration of the Fantastic Four's 60th anniversary.
Wow.
Comes this series setting the lives of the fabulous foursome in real time across the years. Amid the backdrop of the Cold War and the space race, a terrible accident gives the Fantastic Four great powers, a terrible secret, and entangles them in the history of their planet.
Ooh.
This series is written by Mark Russell with interior art by Sean Izaakse and this fantastic cover by Daniel Acuna. We have this B cover by Brett Booth. Ooh, nice Galactus. And this cover by Marcos Martin.
Ooh, I like that.
That's very nice. Love that design.
Oh yeah, that's very 60s-esque.
Yeah, it feels Kirby without looking like Kirby.
Right.
Fantastic Four Life Story. I think Tam was very excited about this because she's a big fan of Spider-Man Life Story.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. She really enjoyed that Life Story format. Nice.
And again, you can see preview pages at the top of the Comics Hub carousel there for Fantastic Four Life Story. Got this one shot from Immortal Hulk, Time of Monsters. You want to take this one, boss?
Al Ewing and Alex Packnadel introduced the original Hulk. 10,000 years ago, something green and glowing comes to poison the ancient ground of the Fertile Crescent. Ooh. And the hearts of its people. One boy is left to bear the consequences and for the first time to open the green door. Plus, Bruce Banner faces a challenge unlike any he's seen before as writer David Vaughn makes his Marvel debut. Oh, is that like a backup story?
Yeah, I think so. Who's this David Vaughn guy? Is he some Hollywood writer, novelist, or somebody?
It says Marvel debut.
Yeah.
Debut.
So he's
it
probably some big name that I never heard of.
I was gonna say maybe he wrote other comics and he's just now coming to Marvel. I don't know.
Maybe. Maybe he's Brian K. Vaughn's little brother.
Oh, oh,
And he'll write a really good story halfway through and then stop.
oh.
We got one final number one in this last call for number ones from Marvel Comics. Ooh, this is a very important one. It's Shang-Chi. He's got a new miniseries, Shang-Chi number one. Shang-Chi versus the Marvel Universe. I want to say Shang-Chi at the beginning of every sentence. Shang-Chi and his family are back. Shang-Chi, and this time they're colliding head to head with the Marvel Universe's biggest heroes. Shang-Chi has finally taken his place as the leader of the Five Weapon Society, but using an evil, secret organization as a force for good won't be easy. And it's about time, and it's about to get a lot harder after getting your second COVID shot and words seem like just letter jumbles.
You don't have to keep up with me. It's fine. Take it slow. Take it easy.
Jean Luen Yang and Dyke Ruin return to bring you the next chapter in this Marvel legend, Shang-Chi and Marvel Comics number one, shipping May 19th. This is going to have to be a solo show for you.
Wait, what?
I'm just gonna leave the camera on you. We've got these swell covers. We got this Michael Cho cover, and we've got this one by Young Join Yoon, and finally another open order variant by Superlog. Superlog turns in some pretty fantastic covers sometimes.
Whoa, that's fun.
Yeah. Good stuff. Shang-Chi number one on FOC this weekend.
Nice.
Oh yeah, FOC. I use that interchangeably with last call, final order cutoff. It's all the same stuff.
FOC is the industry term, which stands for final order cutoff, which is essentially what it says. That is the cutoff time, as we mentioned at the top of the hour, at the top of the video, our deadline for putting in our final orders. Once that deadline passes, we cannot adjust the orders. We can
we can pray.
We can hope. So basically, if you order something after that deadline, if you request it and we don't have enough already to fill your request, there's no promises if there's going to be any available to fill that order or not. And then if they do, often they ship a week after new comics ship, so it's always just like a weird situation. So we try to encourage everyone to get their requests in before the deadline, or in our terms, final order cutoff.
And that's what this show's all about, folks. Okay, that is it for Last Call on number ones this week on Last Call Live. Next up on Last Call Live, our spotlight on number twos. So
I just want to make a joke there every time.
Poops.
We're gonna do the number twos.
We're gonna do the number twos. First thing on Last Call for number twos this week is the Sumerian Iron Shadows in the Moon.
Yeah, she's got a moon.
This young lady is missing some of her clothes.
Those could be all her clothes.
That could be all the clothes she owns. Who knows? Robert E. Howard's Conan is brought to life uncensored, if you couldn't tell here. Discover the true Conan, unrestrained, violent, and sexual. Read the story as he intended. Conan and Olivia escape to a remote island, and this happens, apparently. This is...
Stay on track there, COVID boy. attempting to flee their oppressors, but as they take refuge inside an ancient temple, avoiding the dangers that lurk in the nearby jungle, they may have awakened an ancient evil that humankind has yet to comprehend.
Ooh, spooky. We got this B cover by J.B. Style, a C by Mateo
Whoa.
Guerrero.
That one's a little less sexy and a little more bloody.
Yeah, a little bit more Conan for me right there. And finally, let's see, this is the Fritz Cassis variant. These are all open orders and all on last call this week, shipping May 19th. All right.
All right.
What's up next on last call for number 2s?
Phantom on the Scan by Phantom by Phone.
Oh, right. Nice.
Had someone come in this week to say that they bought number 1 on your recommendation as your pick of the week, and it was really good, but terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah. That's a great thing about Cullen Bunn. I mean, he can infuse horror into pretty much any theme, and he does it kind of seamlessly. I mean, this is classified as science fiction. We've got it in action adventure. It's kind of all over the place. It's got some superpowers. It's got some horror. And it's got some fantastic art by Mark Torres, who also does the cover here.
Beautiful.
Highly recommended, but also highly volatile. This is a small press book. We're never sure how much to order, so let us know if you want it. Phantom on the Scan, number 2. Next up, another number 2 from a small press, Black Mask Productions, or Black Mask Studios Entertainment. Alice in Leatherland, number 2. You got this one, boss?
Sure. Well, I mean, do you want me to read the description because it's a number 2?
Yeah.
I will say that I did read number 1, and it is kind of more of a slice of life story. I'm not sure if it has any. Well, it says fantasy, like where the fantasy. If there's any otherworldliness happening, that it hasn't happened yet in number 1. But basically, a young writer moves to San Francisco to get away from her home troubles, and in order to find a cheap apartment or find a cheap place to stay, she lands in a house that apparently has a bunch of sexual exploits going on around her that she's very confused about. So, hence all the doodads floating around.
What is that? I think that's from that Humpty Dance video.
Right. His nose as big as a pickle.
From writer Yolanda Zanfardino and artist Elisa Romboli, Black Mask Studios Entertainment presents Alice in Leatherland, number 2. Next up on... Oh, I guess this should have gone into new printings. I guess we could talk about it now.
Whoops.
What the heck? Sorry, classified this wrong. It's a number 2.
I mean...
Berserker number 2 hasn't even shipped yet. Believe that? It's coming out next week.
Wow.
And it's already going to a second printing. This book is breaking records, folks. Written by Matt Kint and co-written by some guy named Keanu Reeves. Berserker number 2 goes to second print with this swell cover by Dan Mora. With interior art not by Alessandro Vitti.
I like how it's Conan with Keanu's head.
Oh, it's totally Keanu Conan. Keanunan.
Keonan. Koano. Konano?
Oh, okay.
Konano?
So, yeah, it's a number 2. It's a second print. We covered it. It's from Boom Studios.
Yeah, Berserker number 1 was a runaway hit. So if you like Keanu, you want to catch up, missed your opportunity, here's a second chance. Boom.
Don't miss out.
Order now.
Order now.
Operators are standing by. Operators are not standing by. I'm sorry. Our
Operators
operators have
are
all
not
went
answering
home.
The phone. We're ignoring the phone. And finally, on last chance for number 2s. What's happening with your arm? This new series from Dark Horse Comics just came out with a number 1 this week. Kojikaru the Skinner is a 2-issue miniseries set in the world of the Outerverse, as they're calling this Mignola Christopher Golden corner of the Dark Horse universe. I read the first issue. It's good supernatural stuff with a little bit of a medieval setting. Really nice art by Peter Bergting, and fun story by Mike Mignola.
Nice.
Dark Horse Comics, Kojikaru, the Skinner #2.
It just makes me want to say Skinner.
We got a #2 from Godzilla, Monsters and Protectors. #1 just came out this week. It's a little bit more of a all-ages approach to Godzilla, as you could tell by this
Oh, sorry.
cartoonishly angry Godzilla head.
Nice.
But it also features this swell photo cover. Godzilla, Monsters and Protectors, written by Eric Burnham, with art by Dan Shaning, who also did the A cover there. Lots of fun from IDW Comics.
So we got a few comments in from Kenny Carlson. And the emojis seem like a commentary on the #2s. And then he says, she seems nice. And I only have to assume he's talking about the Conan cover. Yes, she seems very nice.
She seems like she's got a great personality. Okay, next up on last call for #2s, we've got Home #2, the A cover by series artist. No, not series artist, by cover artist Lisa Sturl, written by Julio Anta with art by Anna Wychick. Did you get to read this #1?
I did not.
So this is mixing superhuman abilities with issues of the political climate in our current world. This is important stuff, and a important time to support this book from Image Comics. Home #2, we got this A cover by Lisa Sturl and a B cover by Jacoby Salcido.
Right.
Next up, Jules Verne's Lighthouse #2. Got 2 covers by Brian Haberlin and Gerald Van Dyke. #1 came out a couple of weeks ago. It was very nice. Fantastic art. Very 3D modeled looking.
Yeah.
But a sci-fi twist on a classic Jules Verne story.
Nice.
And finally, the C cover by the series creators Brian Haberlin and Gerald Van Dyke.
Nice.
Okay, what's up next?
Mighty Valkyries #2.
Oh man, I read this first issue of Mighty Valkyries,
Me too.
and it was super good. It was super good.
It was really good, and my only take on it was that because I haven't been following very closely all the Jason Aaron runs, like there was parts of the story that I was like, wait, what? What's It kind of it introduces you to this storyline, but it takes into account that you kind of already know what's going on in the Jason Aaron Thoriverse.
I did think that he cleverly put in little bits of information that told you everything that you needed to know, but sometimes you kind of had to put it together.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a problem following it, but I could tell that there was more to the backstory of what was happening.
Yes, indeed. And this series does feature 2 different stories. One that follows the main character and star Jane Foster, Valkyrie, as well as the rogue Valkyrie. Oh, what's her name again? But the young lady that was in the Thor movie.
Oh, right. I can't remember either.
They kind of wrote her into the comics. This young lady here.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, they wrote her into the comics. And that's the second story, the backup there.
Yep.
This cover is by interior artist Mattia De Julius.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Oh,
Look at
fantastic
this
art.
painterly style.
Very nice.
That's the whole interior looks like that. So it was very pretty.
And also this very nice cover
Oh,
by
of
Peach
course.
Momoko on the open order variant. Very nice. Mighty Valkyries #2 from Marvel Comics. Got one more Marvel Comic #2. Marvel Comic #2.
It's a lot of Marvel on this list.
the
A
vaccine,
lot
I
of
tell you.
ones and a lot of twos.
A lot of twos.
You
A
know,
lot of
you
twos.
keep blaming it on that, but
A lot of new printings. It's not the booze. Way of X #2. I thought the first issue was lots of fun. Written by Cy Spurrier with art by Bob Quinn. This gives a nice framework for a new adventure starring a Nightcrawler and kind of bringing the Nightcrawler's philosophy into full perspective, full frame here.
yeah, it touches on a lot of issues of religion in the mutantdom. Should there be a mutant religion?
Right. Who's the best to create that religion?
Yeah.
Who's going to lead it?
Right.
And the most Gnostic of the X-Men, young Wolverine or young Nightcrawler here is the logical pick, but you know he's having some existential moments.
Right. So yeah, it was interesting. I also read this. Look at me reading all these.
That is
Marvel books.
featuring an A cover by Giuseppe Camuncoli and a B cover by look at this B cover by Christian Ward.
Whoa.
Oh, that's just pretty. Christian Ward, man. His cover game. It's on. Good stuff. Way of X #2.
Yeah, and that villain behind that looming character behind him. He's in the shadows. In #1, like this. Who is this?
Who is this?
Who's this mystery masked guy who seems to be creeping up on Nightcrawler in his bed?
Speaking of creeping, Black Friday #2 from Scout Comics is now on FOC, courtesy of Lunar Distribution. I'm very happy to have Scout Comics on FOC. Now I can more reliably take orders for them. Black Friday was a book that I didn't order.
So is this Black Caravan like an imprint of
Yeah,
Scout?
it's more of a edgy horror imprint for Scout Comics.
I see.
And I didn't really get too many copies of Black Friday, mostly special orders. But you know, I had no confidence, and without a last call option, which I haven't had up until now, I've been kind of averse. So now that Scout Comics is on FOC, pardon me, last call. Now's your chance, Black Friday #2. And we also have a new printing of some other Scout Comics coming up in the next section. And finally, in last call for #2's Minky Woodcock's The Girl Who Electrified Tesla by Cynthia Von Bueller, who writes and does the arting. We have this very nice cover by Lenka Simakova. Photo cover. Very interesting. Very noirish. And finally, this isn't a photo cover. Who did this cover? I don't know.
It looks like a photo that someone traced over.
Right. Yeah. You know, this actually might be the interior artist, Cynthia Von Bueller. Kind of got that style. But good noir. This Hard Case Crime is a sub-imprint from Titan Publishing. They've been putting out other Minky Woodcock enterprises. And that is it for last call for #2s. I need some music there.
Yeah, I could do the trumpets.
Yeah. Do the trumpet. Very nice.
It's a trumpet.
Okay, next up. Last call for new printings. Oh, we're knocking this out. We're almost there, folks. Up on last call this week for new printings, we got a variety of things from Boom Studios. We've got this Firefly brand new verse #1. This is a spin-off new story that has a new printing, second printing with art by Mona Finden on the A cover. And we've got this Magic the Gathering third printing.
I was going to say that Firefly cover is really pretty. I like it.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Beautiful. All right. Magic the Gathering. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Magic the Gathering.
Here's the one.
Yeah,
After Magic.
Yeah, this book I probably won't be ordering any for the shelf, so if you're interested in this very nice cover, get your orders in. Okay, got a couple new printings from DC Comics coming up. Here's the one I hear. Go ahead.
Here's the one. So, hey everybody. A few weeks
Real
ago, here's some real talk. We featured Batman Fortnite 0 Point #1 on Last Call Live, and we featured it 2 weeks in a row because they gave us another week to alert everybody about this book, and we didn't get a whole lot of response. And then apparently it hit the Fortnite wire, and every Fortnite gamer came out of the woodwork and wanted this, and then we're very disappointed that we were sold out so quickly. So now is your chance to get a second print of #2. #1 has already gone to third print, and we are expecting those in June. So if you still want a #1, let us know ASAP for the third print. Unless is that on this? FOC?
That's not on this FOC. I think it's going to be on the next one.
Okay. So let us know for that soon, ASAP. And then this is the second print of #2, because I can say pretty confidently that all the first prints of #2 that we have already ordered are already spoken for.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten them, and they
Yeah.
are sold out already. So get your orders in for #2,
So
second
yeah,
print.
if you want this book, if you are a Fortnite player, if you know someone that is, give them the heads up so they're not disappointed next week. Because we felt bad having to tell so many Fortnite fans that the book is just long sold out and they did not understand. And I think real talk, editor's note. This is, when they switch over and say, this is a complete opinion piece, opinion statement. This is not reflective of Green Brain Comics or its corporate affiliates, of which we
what's
have
happening?
none. I don't know.
Go ahead.
Oh, I feel like DC dropped the ball and didn't put this out to the Fortnite community until the day before we received it. And then we got 5,700 calls, all wondering why they could not get this book. So if anyone out there in DC land is listening, if you're going to tell us 3 weeks before it ships to order it, but not the audience that this book is intended for, shame on you.
All that aside,
So back to our regular scheduled programming. Let's just
back
say
to
that
our regular schedule rant.
it made this week very, very crazy for us, and we do not like to disappoint fans. I mean, we are in this job, we are in this career, we are in this sector of this industry to make people happy. We just want to bring joy to your life. And when we can't do that, it hurts. It hurts us. It hurts the fans. It's not good for anybody.
But now's our chance.
Now is your chance.
Batman Fortnite 0 Point, #2, second printing, going in by Sunday. Get those orders in.
Please tell us you want it.
And also from DC Comics, a new printing of Joker #2, second printing, with a new cover by Francesco Mattina. This features the first appearance of a new character, so consequently it sold out immediately.
Sure.
Yep, so
Yeah.
if you want
Same
your copy,
deal.
yep, want your copy, let us know. Joker #2.
Woohoo. Electric Boogaloo.
Okay, got a couple new printings from Image Comics here. Geiger
Ooh.
#1, third printing.
This is another book that I've been hearing really good feedback for the people that picked up #1 first print already.
Yeah, we sold out of a good bunch of copies, and I'm happy to see that they're doing a third printing because we didn't even get on the second print.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Stare at my nose for 30 seconds without blinking, then look at the ceiling.
It's an optical illusion. Nice.
And we've got some new printings for Radiant Black. We've got a third printing on number 1 featuring this very nice cover by Geraldo Borges. Sounds right.
Where are we?
Yes.
That's number 1, third print.
Yeah. Based on the signature. So we got that third print on number 1. Got a third print on 2 by the same artist. And finally a third print on a second print on number 3.
Wow.
I still haven't read number 3 yet. So I'm going to be taking advantage of this second printing as soon as it comes in. Radiant Black has been one of those books that has impressed me very much, by Kyle Higgins with art by Marcello Costa. If you're a fan of Invincible, if you like your Spider-Man stories, this fits right in thematically. This is a loser, down on his luck, gets the golden ticket.
Oh.
Radiant Black. Check these out.
Nice.
And let's see, we got some Marvel new printings. What do you think about this, the way I have them broken up by publisher? Does that help? Hello?
Sure. Are you talking to me?
I am.
Oh. Sure.
All
Honestly,
right.
I hadn't noticed. First, I was like, "Wow, there's a lot of Dark Horse titles. Oh, there's a lot of Marvel titles." Like, oh, that's because they're all grouped together.
We've got the second printing of Silk number 1, which also surprised me. It sold like twice as many copies and twice as quick as the last series, which didn't do that well.
Wow.
This new series looks real nice, though.
Yeah, it's really
with
pretty.
writer Maureen Go and art by Takeshi Miyazawa. It's got this swell new cover by Stonehouse on its second printing.
Ooh.
Got some new printings of Star Wars High Republic. Got a number 1 fifth printing, a number 2 fourth printing, and a number 3 third printing.
Man, people just cannot get enough of this High Republic.
They're loving the High Republic, and we want to make sure that you get your copies. So check out Comic Hub, get your orders through there. Make sure you order from Green Brain Comics.
I drank all your beer.
Uh-oh. I got a couple more things from Scout Comics. There is a Black Friday number 1 second printing on FOC this week, but it's not on the forum. If you're interested, email us. We'll make sure you get a copy. But we got 2 more new printings from Scout Comics. Got this By the Horns number 1 second printing, and Stake number 1 second
Nice.
printing. This is a pretty fun looking book.
Yeah, that looks crazy.
I wish I would have known more about it. But now that we got FOC, we can get it.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, and that takes care of last call for new printings.
Wow, you're zipping.
Mm-hmm. We're on a schedule.
Oh.
Next up on last call is last call for graphic novels.
Why does it do
We got a couple new graphic novels from DC Comics. Got this Future State Justice League graphic novel that collects Future State Justice League, Future State The Flash, Future State Green Lantern, and Future State Aquaman. All 2-issue miniseries, all collected in this reasonably sized collection from DC Comics, Future State Justice League.
Keep in mind that while the majority of the books on Last Call ship in about 3.5 weeks, sometimes they're putting the call out well more in advance, farther out in advance. So this doesn't ship until June 22nd. Some of these things take a little bit longer time at the printer because of their length. So keep that in mind. Well, we didn't say at the beginning, but most of the periodicals on this list are shipping in approximately 3.5 weeks, which, what did we say that was? May something.
I think it was like 18th or 19th.
or something, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. But this one is shipping June 22nd. Next up, we've got I Am Not Starfire.
Oh.
This is a new graphic novel in an imprint that doesn't exist anymore over at DC Comics. Though it is written by New York Times best-selling author Mariko Tamaki with art by Yoshi Yoshitani, who I think did one of the variant covers for Witchblood a couple of weeks ago.
Sure.
She had the real fun, colorful one that, now that I think about it, reminds me completely of this.
Nice.
I Am Not Starfire, the graphic novel. Let's see, we talked about the creators. Let's see, they're talking about a story about Mandy, the daughter of super famous superhero Starfire. 17-year-old Mandy, daughter of Starfire, is not like her mother. Starfire is gorgeous, tall, sparkly, and a hero. Mandy is not a sparkly superhero. Mandy has no powers. She's a kid who dyes her hair black and hates everyone but her best friends. It sounds like everybody that I hung around with in high school.
I can relate.
This is a pretty fantastic looking original graphic novel from DC Comics. And of course, you can't go wrong with New York Times bestselling author Mariko Tamaki and that beautiful art by Yoshi Yoshitani. Oh, here's one.
Oh.
Finally from DC Comics.
Uh-oh.
We get this very, very beautiful
my
graphic
gosh.
novel, trade paperback. Look at this thing down at the corner. It says DC Vertigo.
Oh, I was looking at the Glenn Fabry thing because
Yes.
this is a Glenn Fabry cover.
It is totally a Glenn Fabry cover, and it looks like Glenn Fabry's like channeling Mobius here for. Wow, that's amazing. This Transmet Book 5 collects the final arc of the story, issues 49 through 60. That's a whole year's worth of Transmet all in one big giant volume by writer Warren Ellis with art by Rodney Ramos and Derek Robertson. Some fine comics here, folks.
It does say that the cover artist is Derek Robertson, but this is,
No.
I mean, his name's right on there. I mean, if this is the cover of the book, and they're not going to give us a switcheroo, especially because it does still have the Vertigo logo. Oh, please don't take this Glenn Fabry cover away from us for a Derek. I mean, I'll take a Derek Robertson cover also, but it would be a terrible tease to show us this Glenn Fabry cover and then swap it out later.
DC Vertigo, you better be listening.
Do the other volumes still say Vertigo on them?
No, they don't.
This might not be the final cover.
Yeah, this is likely not the final cover.
Don't put your faith in it. Sorry, people.
We'll see. We'll support it.
Yeah, look at it now. Because
if you got the other 4 volumes, just order this one.
Oh, right.
It's going to be beautiful.
It's going to be, yeah.
And it's Transmetropolitan.
Yeah.
Possibly the most important comic of that year.
Sure.
Let's see. Oops. I'm on the wrong thing. A couple more things in Last Call for Graphic Novels. We've got a new graphic novel from Humanoids and the
Jodorowsky.
master Alejandro Jodorowsky. This is called Meta Baron's First Cycle. This is the first time in softcover, I think. And it has 540 pages, is a very affordable $39.99. Oh, what a beautiful thing. I think this collects the different volumes of the first cycle. Yeah, because we've had smaller volumes in with art by Juan Jimenez. So I'm pretty sure that's what this is doing. This is collecting those 3 smaller volumes into the bigger volume. And that ships on May 19th.
We're running out of time.
Yes, we are.
Chop.
And finally, in Last Call for Graphic Novels, Avengers by Jason Aaron, graphic novel volume 8, Enter Phoenix. This story just wrapped up and was a hoot. It features art by Dale Keown, Lionel Francis Yu, a bunch of other folks, and of course the awesomely fun writings of Jason Aaron. And that takes care of Last Call for Graphic Novels.
There's also a Captain America Winter Soldier Complete Collection new printing.
There certainly is.
That isn't linked, probably because it doesn't have a photo.
Yeah.
But just keep in mind, if you do want that, it is also on this week's Last Call list.
Okay.
All right, let's run through this last call to jump on now list.
We've got just a couple things that we wanted to let you know about for the jump on now. This is mostly, pardon me, there's no pretty colors and images.
Oh,
Let me get to it. Here we are,
you want me to go on?
if you wouldn't mind.
It's Castlevania, the art. Castlevania Art of the Animated Series hardcover. Ooh.
Very nice.
If you've been following this Castlevania animation and like the art, this is the book for you.
Also coincidentally written by Warren Ellis.
Right?
I think that series got a lot of attention when it came out on Netflix. Very innovative visually and great storytelling. This looks like a perfect gift for that Castlevania fan.
Castlevania was also a game, and that I do know because it came out in like the 80s or 90s or something.
You know your 80s and 90s. Next up, we have this interesting thing. This is part of a series of best of TMNT stories. This series continues with the Splinter, a little focus on everyone's favorite sensei. Wise and with a tragic past, Splinter forms the core of the Turtle family. Taking stories from multiple publishers, this is the book to read for Splinter's greatest tales.
Nice.
And it has a very eye-catching cover by Biggie.
Nice.
James
I like it.
Biggie. And we've got
Ooh.
this new story arc from Chip Zdarsky and Ramon K. Perez on their breakout hit Stillwater over at Image Comics. Have you've read some of that, right?
I have. I've only read like the first couple issues and then somehow fell off, probably because I had too much other stuff to read that week or something like that. And then all of a sudden I was behind and didn't catch back up.
Yeah, it's a great concept. One that I don't want to spoil here, but I will say that it's worth reading. We've got the collection of the first of the first arc, and you can start in fresh with this new story arc with issue 7 shipping on May 19th. And we got this B cover by
Ooh.
Lee Appy for the Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. Oh,
nice.
that's where the AAPI came in, right?
Yeah, last name is probably Lee.
Yeah, this is something that Skybound is doing throughout the month. They're doing covers to raise awareness and I believe raise some funds for the organization Asian Pacific American Heritage Month.
Nice.
And then we've got this, which is a prelude to the War of the Bounty Hunters, a very big crossover storyline that is about to hit the Star Wars universe. This happens in Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 12. Remember, this is a prelude called Target Solo. We've got this cover by Mattia De Julius, who did the interiors on that Mighty Valkyries.
Ah.
We've got this red or crimson version of that art. And we've got this Chris Sprouse Empire Strikes Back variant.
Nice.
He's been doing these. They're all fantastic. Very eye-catching and iconic.
Oops.
And that looks like it's it.
We did it.
We did it.
Oh my God, exactly on time except for our closing. So let's just hurry up and wrap it up here and then we'll be good.
So that was last call for Jump On Now.
Sweet. Jump on. Jump on now.
Jump on it. All right. So,
Phew.
where are we here?
That wraps up our spotlight on last call for confirmed orders.
Oh, there it is. Remember, the deadlines for last call on DC Comics and Scout Comics is now Sunday, April 25th at 5 p.m., and everything else is due by Monday, April 26th at 5 p.m.
Ooh, the June.
Oops.
No, it is the May.
Yeah.
I don't know what month it is. It's April. The May catalog will be out next Wednesday. And that is the previous catalog that has all the books, including everything that's not on our last call lists, that's shipping in July.
Yes.
So if you want to even know what's coming out really far in advance, you can. Okay, so that was just that spotlight, and then check out our other live stream, Brain Scan, on Tuesdays at 6:30, where we preview all the new releases coming out on Wednesday, New Comic Book Day, and that is a super fun interactive live stream video where we dance around the store and show you all the new books that are already on the racks, ready to go, and that's got Shay in it, and it's fun.
Normally here is where I would put in the link to our blog post featuring the full list of next week's comics, but I haven't put that together yet.
Oops.
Thanks, vaccine.
Can't just keep blaming everything on the vaccine.
It's totally vaccine's fault. I will have that up tomorrow afternoon and make sure everybody on the socials has access. If you're impatient, check out the website, greenbraincomics.com. We do have a blog up there, and I will post this information right there as soon as we get it.
All right. Is that it?
I think that's it.
Thanks for joining us on Last Call Live, broadcasting from Studio G in Green Brain Comics, smack dab in the middle of beautiful East Downtown Dearborn. Stay up to date on all of our happenings. We are Green Brain Comics on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. But on Twitter, we are Green Brain CMX. Shop our web store at greenbraincomics.com and do all of your pre-orders, including everything that you saw here today, at comichub.com.
If you need more information about getting access to your Comic Hub account, just give us a call, give us an email, send us a message, or just come by and talk to us with your face.
Oh, I mean, half of it, because masks are still required to enter our store. We will be glad to see the top half of your face.
We are spreading the love of comic books and graphic novels since 1985. From the heart of East Downtown Dearborn. You like that?
Oh, I don't know what you were doing.
I was reacting.
Oh, you're not very good at it.
I'm not. I have a head full of cotton.
You're not good at it anytime. That's fine. I still love you.
Aww. Feed your brain!
At Green Brain Comics.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We'll see you very soon. Come on by tomorrow. Buy some comics.
Yay!
If you haven't come by in a while, come on by tomorrow. Pick up some comics. If you haven't seen us in a while, come on by. See us.
You just said that.
I did.
Don't come by if you are not feeling well or if there are sick people in your home. We are still trying to keep everybody safe with all of our safety protocols.
Oh my gosh. This is so much fun going live when you're loopy. Ready?
Bye.
Bye, folks. Oh, where's the music? There it is. We can't hear it on the speaker, on the headphones. It's happening.
They're there.
It works.
They're there.
Thanks for watching, folks. Have a beautiful day.